What's up everyone, my name is Bjor and today we're going to talk about the best ways to make honor as a horde rogue. The last couple of months I've been doing a lot of PvP, and as with all grinds I wanted to be effective, so I started to search around for information on the best ways to get honor in classic WoW. And what I found was mostly bad advice from random Reddit posts and others just commenting Premade as an answer when they got asked for tips. So instead I started to try different ways to earn honor myself, and with a little help and tips from my guildmates, this is what I have come up with so far. The first thing we are going to talk about today is premades. It's a well-known fact that premades are doing really good honor per hour. But is it really the best honor for everyone? Let's take the two most common types of premades as example. The top premade. This is the premade that everyone thinks they are going to join when they talk about premades. The top premade is really efficient and will win in about 5 to 7 minutes 95% of all their games. To be invited to join, you gotta have good gear, be committed to get the highest ranks, and be able to buy and use all consumables there is every single game. These guys often spend hundreds of gold every single week and prepare this months in advance. These premades sometimes makes over 15k honor an hour. If you have the gold, skill and the time to go for rank 13 or 14, then definitely try to get into these kinds of premades to get best honor. Now let's talk about the good premades, as this is what most people are going to end up in. This premade consists of good players who might occasionally use some consumables to win, but they most often give up against other better premades and rely on matchmaking to get as many pug groups as possible. And while this premade is good to be in for most normal people who want to get good honor, it has some downsides for rogues. Let's take Arathi Basin as an example. As a rogue in an Arathi Basin premade, you are most likely being told to go cap GM. And then your job is just to stand there and defend it once it's capped. By just standing there, you won't get any honor from honorable kills, and many times end up with only getting the bonus honor. With this not being a super premade like we talked about before, you're most likely only going to be doing about 2 to 4 wins an hour, which ends up with about 5k bonus honor. Same goes for Warzone Gulch, where you many times are going to be defending your own flag room and also end up with about 5k honor an hour. Then what are the upsides with joining a premade? The first upside I can think of is that as you win more consistently with a premade, you will definitely get far more reputation by joining any fairly good premade than going solo. The second is that if it's battleground weekend, you will get about 10k honor consistently, and then you would definitely want to join a premade. And the last thing I think many see as a big upside is the community. You will get to know many new players, and while PvP players are famous for their toxicity, most people I've met so far have been really nice. Now let's go over how to go about getting the best honor as a solo horde rogue. I would say that there are two good ways to get consistent good honor as a solo rogue. The first and by far easiest way is to solo queue into Arathi Basin. What you wanna do when you're in the battleground is always being in the attack group. By doing this you will get a lot of honor from killing players, and combined with the bonus honor, I have consistently been getting about 7 to 7.5k honor. Don't mind people who are angry with you in the chat saying that you should def flag and so on. There will always be people mad at rogues for something. The last week the queue has been around 30 seconds to 7 minutes, And if it's no more than this, you would have a solid way to get honor with this strategy. The second option is going Eltrek Valley. This one needs a bit more individual skill than Arathi Basin, but if you really go at it, it's the best honor you can get as a solo rogue. What you do here is that you queue up to Eltrek Valley from Thunderbluff. You could do Orgrimmar too, but as it's faster to Fairloss from Thunderbluff, I would definitely recommend putting your Hearthstone there. When you have the queue, you directly fly to Fairloss and ride to either Dire Maul or the Alliance flight point at the border between Fairloss and Shimmering Flats, and then you start killing every Alliance player you can see and that you feel confident to take down one-on-one. Doing this have landed me on about 2k honor while I wait for the queue to pop into Eltrek Valley. When you finally get into the battleground, you would want to get as many solo kills as possible, and I have marked the map with the best places to do so in my opinion. Every Eltrek Valley round is about 30 to 40 minutes on average, so there should be no problem getting at least 2k honor on solo kills alone in that time. And then add to that Horde almost always wins with most bases left, which is another 4 to 5.7k bonus honor, which gives you approximately 9k honor an hour on average. This will of course vary a little depending on the time of day and how busy your server is when you're out in the world between queues. There are of course other places to do world PvP in between battleground pops. Two places are Silithus and Blackrock Mountain. The problem with these two places I found that either there are not as many people as you would like to kill, or it is too crowded like Blackrock Mountain on raid night. So I would prefer doing it in Fairloss, but if you can't stand all the green nature and like rock or sand as in Silithus, then definitely try the other places too. One thing you could do also is try PvPing when there's a opening of a raid, as for example Sulgurub has been very good when it just opened, as it gives you a constant flow of people coming to the raid, and then you can have a constant flow of people to kill. This video was made for mainly Horde players in mind, but I guess Alliance players could just queue Eltrek Valley and solo kill inside it, since their queue times are so low and they don't have to wait and do world PvP like we do. This was my first YouTube video, so if you liked it, subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I also stream on Twitch, Tuesday and Thursday evening, and I'll leave a link and schedule in the description below. Have a good one, people.